Let's talk about contemporary views on motivation. The objective of this section is to describe equity theory, expectancy theory, and goal-setting theory. More recently, managers have begun to explore three other models that take a more dynamic view of motivation: equity theory, expectancy theory, and goal-setting theory. The equity theory of motivation is based on the premise that people are motivated to obtain and preserve equitable treatment for themselves. Equity refers to the distribution of rewards in direct proportion to the contribution of each employee to the organization. Everyone need not receive the same rewards, but the rewards should be in accordance with individual contributions. According to the theory, we conceive the idea of equity as follows. First, we develop an input to outcome ratio. Inputs are the things we contribute to the organization. Outcomes are the things we get from the organization. Next, we compare this ratio to what we perceive as the input to outcome ratio of some other person, called the comparison other. If the two ratios are roughly the same, we feel that the organization is treating us equitably, and we're motivated to leave things as they are. If our ratio is the higher of the two, we feel under-rewarded and are motivated to change things. We may decrease our own inputs by not working so hard, try to increase our outcomes by asking for a raise, try to get the comparison other to increase some inputs or receive decreased outcomes, leave the work situation, or do a comparison with a different comparison other. Equity theory is most relevant to pay as an outcome. Expectancy theory, developed by Victor Vroom, is a very complex model of motivation that is based on a simple assumption. Motivation depends on how much we want something and on how likely we are to get it, as shown in Figure 10.5. Consider three sales representatives who are candidates for promotion to one sales manager's job. Hamid has had a very good sales year and always gets positive performance evaluations. However, he isn't sure he wants the job because it requires travel, long working hours, and high stress and pressure. Yvette wants the job badly, but does not think she has much of a chance of getting it. She has had a terrible sales year and gets only mediocre performance evaluations from her present boss. Graciela wants the job as much as Yvette, and she thinks she has a pretty good shot. Her sales have improved this past year, and her evaluations are the best in the company. Expectancy theory would predict that Hamid and Yvette are not very motivated to seek the promotion. Graciela is very motivated to seek the promotion because she wants it and thinks she can get it. Expectancy theory is complex because each action we take is likely to lead to several outcomes, some of which we want and others we do not. For example, a person who works hard and puts in many extra hours may get a pay raise, be promoted, and gain valuable new job skills. However, that person also may be forced to spend less time with his or her family and cut back on social activities. Expectancy theory is difficult to apply, but it does provide several useful guidelines for managers. It suggests that managers must recognize the following. Employees work for a variety of reasons. These reasons or expected outcomes may change over time. It is necessary to show employees how they can attain the outcomes they desire. Goal-setting theory states that employees are motivated to achieve goals they establish together with managers. Rewards should be tied directly to goal achievement. Using goal-setting theory, a manager can design rewards that fit employee needs, clarify expectations, maintain equity, and provide reinforcement. This theory takes into account the goal the employee is to achieve and the rewards they will receive if the goal is accomplished.